Hey people, yabba dabba do. It's gonna blow your mind when I show you what this means and how I found it. But I had a message on my Facebook to let me know, I lose track of time. I don't know how long I've been doing this. So it let me know that just 3 years ago I'd even have this Hebrew alphabet memorized. But I'm gonna slow this down a little bit, and if you don't understand, check this. Go on your computer and check out these alphabets and check out the letter meanings. And usually the first letter is always not part of the word, and that's why all your words start with W. It's making it a preposition too. And get the meaning of this, and you can break down a lot of these words with it. So I'm going to start here with something easy. I found this the other day. The J masseuse, job 1225. And the J, that's your hand, that's the work, it's a job. The job of the masseuse. The masseuse, that's not a whore. That's a state certification. The job from the SSU, the husk, the night masseuse, and that don't mean whore. That's what the girls called her because they were all jealous. They wanted to marry one of them hard-bodied rock chiselers, and them hard-bodied rock chiselers wasn't interested. They liked their freedom when they was young, and they would just hire a masseuse to come rub their muscles down. So the other girls wanting to get married, they kind of give them a bad name there, called them all kind of things. But the J masseuse, that was from the medical unit. They had knowledge. The J masseuse in the husk in the dark. And they worked at night because the rock cutters worked during the day. And the wall of direction, the or, the knowledge connect first. When you wake up in the morning, where am I? Or, the knowledge connected first. To learn the direction in the dark. The masseuse, to learn the direction in the dark. With tears, with eye waters. With tears to give scour. And I know this has several meanings, but with the tears to give scour, she's going to start at the top of the pyramid. She's not going to start at the bottom. She's going to start where her big money is and work her way down. She's going to scour the tears down. But this also means, to find her way in the dark. She's looking for your tears. When she sees your eye tear up, she knows she's hitting the right spot to give scour. So I found this in Leviticus 13. The whole chapter is the rock on, to rock on the man of the hour. And I knew I'd be able to figure out a lot of these words with this. But this, the rock on, that's the W-R-A-E, where, to connect the first knowledge of life. You got drunk last night and you wake up in the morning, the first thing you trying to figure out is where the con. And the con, this con is not it's a place of time. This con spelled a couple different ways and have different meanings. Where the con, to rock on. Where the con, where the time is when, to the cycle of life. When, W-E-N-E, to the cycle of life. When the Maria spill, in the time where the con, when the oceans spill, the man of the hour, to shore the pick veneer, to shore the pick labin. He's going to shore to patch up the hole, in the side with a mo. That M-A is, they give it to O most of the time you see it in the Bible. With W-T-H, the Thet, T-H, with Mo of the Congo. And so this is letting you know the whole Bible's like this. You're going to find words doubled up having different meanings in most every line. And what it's saying is this isn't a word, but it's a sound. The nego meant black, but it not necessarily. It was a piece of a word. It had to be mixed with something else to give its meaning. So it says the man of the hour to shore the patch to patch the hole in the side with a mow of the Congo, the surat, the plant root. This has been given the meaning scenery in older times. You'll see the Mount Surat, the mountain scenery. But he's gonna mow the Congo scenery, and this Eva is a pronoun. He, and there's right there. He bash in puree. He cut the roots and he bash in puree. And he makes something to patch the boat up with. Rock on, man of the hour. So this was a good find. This JKKE, the Jesus Christ key. You don't see KK often in the Bible. Anytime you see KK together, it's talking about the stars, the Kaka. But it's saying to make fold the key. I give you. And here it is, it's the Lord you. I give to make you and to consume the gown, and in the hour when, and in the time when, to bind the house. This gown is also gone. That's your word Kajon. That's where that come from. He was fast. To consume the speed, and in the hour when, and in the time when, to bind in the house, the lab, the astrolabi, to bind in the kaka, to bind in the stars. So I knew that JK key was going to be a good one, so I searched and I found it 4 more times, and it's keys, and this is a good one here. This is going to blow your mind, and you don't see it yet, but it says Abba Dabba Doo, Yabba Dabba Doo. It says, I give key, I kick you, I give you the key in the bishop seal, in the bishop writings, in the shipping seals, and the book is talking about many types of writings, and I try to explain several of them. I don't even know them all yet, but I know a couple of them. I explain them while I go. But it says, I kick you the key of the bishop's seals, and in the buffet, in the food heat, in the writings of foods, is all clues that's been misinterpreted. In the buffet, in the food chat, in the dual foot, in the split hoof. And that's the deal of the foot. That's why there's always meanings behind the foot, which is forward in the old statues and the paintings, which foot's forward and what kind of shoes on it has a code in it. In the dual foot, and in the horror, and in the herb, and in the sad pun, and in the jar of fun, and in the red poo to give, to see through Father Dick. This red poo to give, I found it before, and I already knew what it meant, and I knew this was going to be tripping, because to read poo means to backtrack, a tracker. You find it when they're pursuing, when the Egyptians were pursuing Moses. It is to read the poo, the wage to read poo. And so when you're hunting an animal, you go out in the wood and you're looking for his tracks, which is usually poo. The poo tells you the most, you know. But poo also is the trail of crackers that Hansel and Gretel had left behind them when they walked in the woods, so they would know which way to come back. When you walk in the woods and a scout walks in the woods in a place he don't know, he'll break a limb in the opposite direction he's walking. So on the way back, he'll notice the different color of the leaves from the bottom side, and he'll be able to recognize his trail. To learn to read the trail marks. But it also means to read poo, to read backwards, to connect the VRD, connect the head through the PU, the face connected. You're reading backwards. This is the same way all the Egyptologists are trying to read that in Egypt. They're reading it all backwards. They're reading the way the Goy are reading in the face, and you don't walk up in the face. You come up from behind. You follow all the animals when you're reading. The direction the R's looking is the way you're reading until it says to read the poo, and that's when it's time to read backwards. So it's saying, I give you the star key. I kick you the key. In the bishop seal, in the shipping seals, to learn the writings of the shipping seals. And these are all 3-letter words or such, 3 and 4-letter words. All the little pictures of animals on the wall in Egypt, most of them are the shipping seals. The crescent moon is the cusp, and the zeb is the gold or the sun. So all of it has 3-letter meanings, and they can be flipped either way. They can be turned into sound, into words, and they're used all through the Bible. And the book is teaching you how to read them, and is teaching you the knowledge that goes with when you can read. And this is it right here in the backwards writings of Father Dick, of the knowledge in the hand to give. The D was the hand in Egypt, the DK, the 420. And so I'm going to flip this around backwards. So if I flip this around backwards here, it's easy to do. It's already backwards, and you just start reading from the bottom up then. But I got it set up here. It says, Ka-dab-a-doo, to give a dab-a-doo. So, to give a dab-a-doo, a cup drew new, the crib to new feet into, in the house connected. So pods is Peds has been given the meaning feet and children, but it doesn't mean children, at least it's with the other, to new feet, the house connected. Then it means children. But Peds is feet. To give a dab-a-doo, the cup drew new. I'm happy my cup drew new, a crib to the new feet into. So Yabba, to make Abba. Abba is dad. Ab, to make daddy happy. A dabber, give daddy a dabber do. Yabba dabba do. And you can see it right there, making daddy happy. I'm off of work, daddy's happy. Yabba dabba do. So this old Hanna-Barbera must have been reading this backwards. That these people, they understand how to read this. You know, there's very few at the top that understand how to read this, and the rest of us are just a bunch of dumb sheep. And we choose to be is the only reason. The information's there. You've just got to throw out all the bullshit you've been told. But this one gives the clue right here and tells why we're so damn dumb. And make daddy happy. The new crib, that new is also a cycle connected. It means a circle. The circle, to circle the crib to the new feet in the house connected. The crib of the new baby. And to rob where first habits fold. Get 'em while they're young. And to rob in what the head covet. That are covet. Covet is something you want. Covet is something you're stashing away. And what the head covet and what the head stashes away. They rob it when you're a child. They fill a bunch of bullshit in your head. Make you dumb the rest of your life. But it's the clues in here. It says the peace. The pieces be to the I give key. So that I give key reads the same backwards and forwards. That's the first thing it said in the other direction. I kick. I give key. But it's so it's just spelled now. It's EYE is the I, and the Y, the key Y is the key. So so to make Daddy happy, the cup he drew, the new crib into new feet into, to rob where the habit first fold, in what the head covet, knowledge. The peace be to. So this rhymes. That peace be to went on the back of that, in what the head covet, the peace be to. And most of your Bibles like that. It's all rhymes, and it's easier to help read it, to help put it in place. But this is just a layer. This isn't even what it says. This is what you're catching off the top. But the reason the words are like this is because there's a layer of alchemy underneath that has to be deadly accurate. It's chemical mixing, and it has to be correct. And they change the words up. They say things in many different ways in order to keep the underside correct and give you an idea, a book on the front. And it's just total genius. It blows my mind as I read this. So I'm going to cut this off here, but y'all be looking forward to this one here. The oldest Cajun joke in the world is it's accurate to the old stories that I was told, and I'll explain more why and how this book come about, and why we can't be letting on what it says. All right, people. God is love.